No, I'm not mocking you. It's Mocking with You, the podcast that settles the debates once and for all with your host, Lil B, and the hater.
Hello and welcome to the Mocking with You podcast. We're super excited to be here this week. We are bringing you our Halloween special as it is the Halloween weekend. So I hope everybody stays safe and has a good time with Halloween. But before we get into that, we haven't talked much about some sports this season besides football. So let's go ahead and talk about one that we're just going to talk about quickly, and that's the World Series. And let's talk about the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Texas Rangers in the World Series. I'm pretty sure if anybody bet this at the beginning of the year, they made millions. But I don't think anybody would have ever predicted the Rangers versus the Diamondbacks.
No one put it in the Rangers versus Diamondbacks. That's what maybe the Rangers in.
Yeah. Even though, we have Rangers fans in our big chat on Twitter, and they all said, yeah, there's no way we're making the World Series. Like, they all, they were like, yeah, let's be honest. We know we're not making it. We're just happy to be here.
So, no. And I really thought that's how it was going to happen when it looked like both of those teams were going to get dominated.
Yeah. And it was awesome to see as the Phillies getting beat by the Diamondbacks as a Braves fan. Like I said it many years ago on the All-Time Misfits podcast that we would never win a World Series under Brian Snedeker, that we were at a plateau and then we did win one. But right since that World Series, we have never even made it back to the NLCS. And we've probably been the best team in the NL, and we can't even get out of the divisional round. So I honestly think it is that time to move on from said coach. But that's a different story for a different day. This is awesome. This is great news. None of these teams have ever won the World Series. There's no Astros. There's no Dodgers. So this is exciting for baseball.
Wait a minute. The Diamondbacks won the World Series.
When did they win the World Series?
In 2001.
Holy crap! Did they really?
Yeah, on a little blue single out of Mariano Rivera. Probably his long faded ever.
Yeah, probably. Well, saying all that, then who cares? The Diamondbacks have won one World Series, have been garbage for 20-something years. Who cares? Like, it's good for baseball to see different teams besides the Dodgers and the Astros in. I know the Rangers has never won. I really wish Holiday, wasn't it Holiday on the Rangers for the longest time? Or who was the big Ranger that everybody loved and it was the alcoholic and had the big comeback story? Don't make me.
Got me here.
You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
I knew. I know. Oh man.
I'm trying to think of his name, and I'm sitting here right now. We're getting dead air. Sorry about that. I could think of it.
Yeah.
Josh Hamilton. Josh Hamilton.
You the pedophile?
Was he a pet? I don't remember that.
I think he was a pedophile.
You don't be putting that blasphemy out there unless you know it's true.
No, I'm not saying he is. I'm saying I think he is.
But whatever. All I know is he made the World Series back-to-back in like 2010, 2011, but they never won. Oh, but saying all that, I'm going to hope – I don't care who wins this. We're predicting it really quickly as we wait for our special guest to come on because he is leaving work late for the Halloween special. I hope this is just a good World Series. I do think right now the best team out of these two teams are the Arizona Diamondbacks. So I'm going to say the Arizona Diamondbacks win in 6.
Oh, no. Diamondbacks in 6. Okay. Well, you're helping me out here. And when I can take the the Rangers in 7. They got an extra 5-15 in 2011 and win a World Series for once.
I hope so. I mean, I completely hope for that. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna just stick with that.
Like the best World Series. This is like the first time we haven't had the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Dodgers. None of these big teams have been in the World Series since goodness. Up the Astros.
Yeah. I don't care. Like, I don't even. I know the first game's on right now. I think it just kicked off. Did it? Top of the first. Yeah, so.
Yeah, it put out the start.
I don't know enough of these teams.
On the mound.
I gave up on the world. I gave up on the playoffs before the Braves even played game 1. I just had a feeling this year that the Braves weren't going to do it, like get to the playoffs and choke. I just had that feeling, so I never got excited.
They really did. So, man, they were unstoppable in the regular season.
It comes back to Aaron AA, our general manager, not doing what needed to be done at the trade deadline.
I just think that Atlanta,
Well, we did. We stopped playing for a long time. We don't. Our pitchers were unhealthy all year long.
Yeah,
and we didn't do anything to shore up that position. We had too many. I mean, we're going to go and give Charlie Morton another 1 year, $20 million to play, 18 games instead of going because we don't like our pitching is Strider and Fried. I don't think Soroka's ever going to come back and recover from that injury. Bryce Elder is a solid 4 pitcher. Fried has been up and down with unhealthy. He's getting old. He's like 31, 32. So really the Braves pitching, we don't have pitching and we don't spend the money on the pitching. So that's going to be, we spent all of our money on offense. They said we can survive. But if our offense doesn't hit, our pitchers are left, and that's what we do in the World Series. We don't hit in the playoffs. We completely just forget how to hit the ball in the playoffs.
Yeah, your offense completely put a shit in the playoffs. Like
we never
really
not scored.
It might have went 5 games. They might have woken up a bit, but they did not wake up at all.
Well, the problem we went scoreless at home in the playoff game this year. We never once went scoreless at home in the regular season. 162 games did we never go scoreless, but we went scoreless in home during the playoffs. That's unacceptable. And I'm sorry, like I said, it's time for Snit to go. Snit, thank you. You've done good. You've held the reins for a couple of years, but we need to get a more reliable coach in there. It's time to move on. But they're not going.
Like my team and just let the manager get, signed by their own rival.
Well, you're gonna just.
But by Bob Melvin, Bob Melvin.
You guys are just. Well, you guys are gonna trade your freaking. You guys do it. You guys do it all the time. You trade for all these powerhouses.
We're not trading photo. The women's football and all these trades all these mock trades are absolutely garbage out there. What are these people smoking?
That's the worst part about trades, man. You don't know. Like, I mean, look at what the White Sox traded for Soto. Got for Soto. Nothing. You don't know until you know. And that's the problem when you're trading prospects. It sounds good at the time because they're supposed to be good. That's why I wouldn't want prospects for an elite player. If I'm going to get an elite player, am I trading you a Soto? I'm wanting proven players now. I don't want your prospects.
Why would the Padres trade all the top prospects to not sign them? Well, that is Padres, but I'm expecting they're going to sign them. They're going to get a new manager who knows how to deal with all these guys. I just think that Bob Melvin was not the manager to manage all these superstars at one time. There's a lot of egos in the room.
Dad is trying to get into the chat. He doesn't know how to do it.
Oh boy.
Do you have a link you could drop me?
Sent the link. Where is okay? Well, right on there.
Yeah, sorry,
Sorry
folks.
about that,
Our guest is trying to get on, and he's never been on our new platform. So sorry for the
We
delay.
had him on at one point, but we
I
never
don't think we've
have.
had him on since.
I cannot wait to get him on and put it out when my Twitter link is. Okay.
Yeah, see, the problem is I can't copy and paste like I used to.
I'm looking for Twitter and it's X. It's X.
Yeah, right. That's always.
That's why. No, sorry,
No, no,
sorry,
no, no.
everybody. We're gonna get in the Halloween special here in a second.
Yeah, there we go. I said hopefully he can figure it out. I do have a hungry wife downstairs, and the longer this episode goes on, the more likely I won't be back next week.
That's kind of her fault for waiting the hours for the thing. I'm hungry.
Yeah, 5 minutes before the episode, what are you feeding me? Well, man, you know I have a freaking.
How long have we been home? That's such a woman thing to do, by the way.
Wait until what are you feeding?
While we're waiting for that, we can just go ahead and talk about our Heisman favorites. Who's our Heisman favorites right now?
God, JJ McCarthy.
This is like the most like wide open Heisman win.
Yeah, after Caleb's bad performances, back to back bad performances. Oh, we have a ghost popping up. That's creepy. How did the ghost come out of nowhere?
Oh,
they just.
We're
getting way too close to. I thought I heard him join. Yeah. Is he hiding at the bottom? Can we see? I know sometimes.
Oh, we got him!
Oh, what the hell do we got here?
Oh my goodness!
He's a wannabe Kenny Powers. Nice mullet, sir. Nice mullet.
Thanks, man. I just grew it today.
Yeah, what a sexy moment.
Yeah. Well, thank you
it would
for
not
joining
let me
us.
join.
Yeah. Technical difficulties, like always.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do not need to see your wide open legs there, sir. This is a family show, sir.
This is a family show.
Even though we cuss more than good old Pat McAfee now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know what? By the way, Pat McAfee is like terrible. I think he's horrible.
Oh, shut up. I love Pat McAfee.
He's the worst thing that happened in college football since like.
I enjoy him on college football.
Since Jackson died.
No, see, I like Pat on. I think he adds a much needed to college football with much needed. They need that show College Game Day had been stale for years, and they obviously had to bring in somebody to add something because College Game Day was very stale. Yeah, that's your yeah. Who's good? And he's the perfect person to take over the mascot. Head. He's the perfect person to take over the mascot head. He has the energy, he has the charisma, and he has all that to be able to, do the helmet or the mascot head or whatever.
Very animated.
He's very animated. He's very good for that. And they know it. They're prepping him to take that over. I would be shocked if
that's getting old.
Yeah. It's getting old.
Yeah,
I hate it. We all love Lee.
I love him. That is a legend, but it's time to retire.
Yeah, it really is. But getting back, who is our Heisman favorite? I would say right now the two most popular Heisman, J.J. McCarthy and Penix Jr. from Washington. So you got the quarterbacks.
And Penix.
Yep.
And honestly, you could is there I can't think of a running back anywhere or a wide receiver. And this is the perfect year for a defender, but there's no defender out there there's no Ndamukong Suh or Gerald McCoy. Like there's nothing. I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. could have been if he had a better quarterback. McCord is not a good quarterback getting him what he needs to become
And then at least top 3 the Heisman candidate.
Yeah, but it's just I would. And Blake Cornum's not having the year he had the year before, yet last year, because they're passing it more with McCarthy than they did in previous years. So
and then Blake Nail was right there, and then he had the awful game last week.
Yeah, and Caleb Williams back-to-back horrible performances have completely kicked him out of the.
Stop it.
So I mean, really, it's Penix and JJ. I think right now those are the clear front runners, and I wouldn't mind seeing any of them. When Michigan and Washington haven't had I don't know if Washington's ever had a Heisman, have they?
I
don't think if the Huskies have ever had we all know Michigan has. I'm pulling it up now.
If they have, it's got to be a long time ago.
No, they have never. The Heisman glory has been fleeting for the Huskies. They've had the Huskies have only finished in the top 4 nationally with the defensive tackle Steve Ettman back in 1991. That's the only time they've ever had anybody in the Heisman talks. So, but I'm going to say this right now: Penix has been great. I'm not touching him in the NFL draft. He is a 7-year wonder quarterback transferring from Indiana.
I love his toughness, and I think the Tennessee Titans could use a quarterback.
I really think the Tennessee Titans could use Michael Penix. I think they go 3 straight. with the quarterback.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Malik Willis, Will Levis,
and Michael
Penix.
I think we would have to fly down to Florida to put somebody on suicide watch.
That's just the trifecta right there.
Just a bunch of old ass quarterbacks.
Well, they keep trading all their best players away for chips.
I was leaving work tonight, and there were people at the bar were talking about NFL, and they asked me right when I was walking out. They were like, "Connor, we just saw Tannehill's hurt. Who you got starting Sunday?" And I was like, "A guy that puts mayonnaise in his coffee. That's who we're starting.
Mayonnaise cotton guy.
That's who we're starting."
Yeah. Oh, so that's great. All right. So are we gonna go straight into predicting, or are we gonna go into how?
Let's start with nickname here.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start. Let's talk some college, and we're gonna talk the number 1 Tennessee Volunteers going into Kentucky. Somebody actually has it right this week. Look at that. Thad, what do you think about our boys this weekend going against Kentucky?
More worried than I have been in the past. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It just seemed very ironic to me that it took Milton up into the Alabama game to have a really good game, because I don't think he's had a really good game before the Alabama.
You consider that a good game in Alabama?
Well, I mean, 275, 2 touchdowns. It's more than I thought he was going to have.
An interception.
Yeah, and interception.
No, can't forget the interception.
Yeah, I'm definitely more worried than usual. Obviously, last year I wasn't worried in the slightest.
Yeah, this is not the same like Hendon Hooker, but yes, obviously we all miss.
Well, no,
we all wish we had one more year of Hendon, but Joe is the problem of this offense. This offense can't run like it should as a machine with Joe Milton. They just can't. It's obviously seen. Joe can't run the offense. He's been in the offense for 3 years, and he can't run the offense like Hendon Hooker could. He doesn't have the accuracy of the deep ball to get this offense to go. He doesn't have the accuracy of the medium 10, 15 yards down the field to get this offense. So they have to rely heavily on the run game because we have a 3-headed monster that we then forget to use because we try to get Joe Milton going. And then we're injury prone at the wide receiver position, and we just don't have the same wide receivers. Nimrod hasn't stepped up. Keaton's having a down year. Squirrel White is the only good wide receiver we have.
I love Squirrel.
Good old Squirrel White. But all right, what do you got there? What do you think?
I see our run game being perfectly fine. No, I mean, Florida kind of stopped our run, but we had to throw more because we were playing
Kentucky's
from behind.
yeah.
Um,
But Alabama completely destroyed our run game. We couldn't get a day because we were running up the middle. I don't know what that was about. We were every time we ran on the outside, 10-yard gain. Anytime we run up the middle, -2 yards.
It's unbelievable because I know me and you were talking about it. If you get to the outside, our running backs, they're so shifty. They're just so quick on their feet, but we're just going up the middle, and I don't understand it.
Yeah. So who do you got?
With our run game, I can see us running the ball. I'll go Vols, but I'm gonna go by a field goal. I'm gonna go Vols by 3 in any score fashion. It could be 9-6. I don't know because I still trust our defense. I know losing Haddon is big, but I still trust our defense.
We're the number one, we're the number one in the SEC with sacks and in the top 4 in sacks in the NCAA. Yeah. So our defense and our front 7, I don't have much worries about. I'm not worried about the passing game of Kentucky. They've been struggling a lot this year. The run game, because they have a really good running back, I am a little bit scared of. We need to get to the quarterback. We need to be able to stop the run game, which we were able to do in the first half against Alabama and completely failed in the second half.
Yep.
Saying all that, Kentucky does this every year. They start off hot and finish off weak. They're 5-0. Now they've lost the last 2 weeks. I think they continue losing. I think Tennessee sneaks out another close one because this isn't the same Tennessee that's going to beat you by 30. But we need to get back. This is back-to-back weeks where we haven't put up 30 points. That can't happen again this week. We need to get the offensive going. Saying all that, I got Tennessee winning by less than a touchdown.
Yep.
What about you there, Chris?
In Kentucky. And I
won't argue. If it was definitely with it being at Kentucky, yeah, I wouldn't argue that.
In Tennessee,
Not fair enough. We're gonna go ahead and move off to your team where we got USC at Cal. Well, I'll go ahead and start since it's your team. Caleb Williams had struggling back-to-back weeks. He can't beat Utah. He's never beat Utah. Saying that, I think this is a Caleb rebound week. I think Caleb goes in there, even though Cal's a good team for the Pac right now. But I think USC finds it's back on the W train and wins. And I got USC.
USC. I can't see him just taking another loss. I also agree. I think Williams has a rebound game. I 100% USC.
Yeah, in the USC by 1,000,000.
Yeah.
And then let's go to the game of the week where we got game day we got Oregon at Utah. Or Oregon versus Utah. I don't know where the game. I think it is at Utah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it is. So I have mixed feelings about this Oregon team. I know they just lost to the Washington, but this Utah defense is really good. I know that USC did put a whole bunch of points up. I think they put 30 up against this defense.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think Oregon can do that. Another quarterback that finally having a good year, Bo Nix, another quarterback I wouldn't touch in the NFL draft. But I'm going to go ahead. I really like Utah. I've always kind of liked Utah in this defense and this head coach. And I think Utah can win this and is a slept-on team and will crack the top 10 this week after beating Utah and knocking Oregon out of any Heisman or any playoff hopes.
Yeah, no, in Utah, they're hard to beat. And I think they have nothing to stop Bo Nix.
What about you there, Thad?
I'm going Utah too. Utah's been one of the teams that I've been, for some reason, I've just not doubted them all year, but I didn't think they were just going to be, up there. And I feel like week after week, they just completely proved me wrong. I had them.
Well, I think we all thought they were going to be a little worse because they didn't have their quarterback.
Exactly. But it's just week in and week out. They keep proving me wrong. And I keep picking against them. And feel like I need to stop doing that. So
Yeah, that
I'm
might
going,
be helpful. Yeah. And then let's move on to the NFL. And I think we all know who we're going to pick here. But we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Atlanta Falcons with the Will Levis, Malik Willis experience going on this week. Against the good old Desmond Ritter and Arthur Smith, who refuses to use his weapons. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to pick the Falcons. And just because I just don't have any faith, because it seems like the Titans are busting or tanking, because trading Bayard for absolutely nothing makes no sense. So I don't feel like, I mean, at this point, they might as well trade Vrabel, because they obviously don't want to win. And Vrabel is at least a good enough head coach. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for the day they trade Derrick Henry. We literally will be having to call. Yeah.
I will be calling out of work that day.
Yeah. All right, there. Who do you got there? Hey.
In the Falcons, I think that Kyle Pitts will finally have a good game.
Yeah, that's funny to think that. What about you there?
With no fire, so the middle of the field can be open. Kyle Pitts, 8 or 120.
Yeah, okay. That's funny. You forget about Jonnu Smith, who they love more than him.
Oh, I don't know why it Jonnu Smith revenge game.
It's a Jonnu Smith revenge game. All right,
they have half our roster.
Yeah. Who do you got here?
Well, seeing that it's probably going to be Derrick Henry's last game in a Titans uniform or Oilers, give me the Falcons.
He couldn't. He wanted to.
You know what? At least Elton really nice in the corner. Losing again.
All right, Dad. What do you got for the Vikings versus the Packers?
That's an interesting one. I obviously picked against the Vikings last week. I thought I love Hawkinson. I'm a huge Hawkinson guy, but I thought losing Justin Jefferson, it was going to be bad for them, and apparently it wasn't. So in our pick'em, I picked the Vikings, and I'm sticking with it. I'm going Vikings.
Hater.
Give me the Vikings. It don't matter.
No, he's on the IR. Justin's gone for 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Well, Lord Nabson will prove why Quentin Johnson was that hit, and I'm gonna cry. But yeah.
Yeah, I want to be an optimism. Obviously, I'm a Packer fan, but I haven't seen the Packers have been outscored 63-9 in the first half over the last 4 games. The Packers offense has obviously been nothing but horrendous this year, and I don't believe it's all on Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love has done the best he could with what he has. He's a very young team. No running game in a very young team with one in rookie wide receivers. No veterans anywhere on this offense for weapons. So you got a first-year starter with a whole bunch of weapons, and it's obviously struggling. And I'm not blaming Love. I think Love has actually looked well, and I mean he's making mistakes, but it's what you expect from a guy who hasn't played that much in the NFL. Saying all that, I don't have the Packers. I have not seen anything over the. We had a sweet lineup. We could have been winning this division. We literally had the Raiders, the Broncos after a bye week, and we lost both in ugly fashion. I have no faith.
Raiders got blown out by the Bears. Come on.
And then the Raiders got blown out by the Bears. I have no faith in it. By Tyson Bagent, a fucking undrafted rookie. So I have absolutely no faith in this Packers offense or defense. We are in the hunt for Marvin Harrison Jr., and I'm all about it. So I got the Vikings right now.
What are you feeling? The Packers don't take wide receivers in the first round. Stop it.
Let me fucking wish.
All right, that go ahead.
And now moving on to the Bears versus Chargers. I think they got Tyson Bagent again. They're going to the Chargers. Give me the Chargers. Dad?
Yeah, 100% Chargers all day. No doubt in my mind.
Give me the Bears for Brandon Staley to get fired.
Are you serious? Are you really taking the Bears?
Give me the Bears.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Tyson Jackson's gonna look like a Lincoln from Tom Brady.
Okay, Mike, with UTSA beating Tennessee.
All right.
Let's move on. We're gonna go. What do we want to start with? Are we gonna start with costumes or candy?
Oh, costumes.
All right, let's move on. We're gonna do our top 10 Halloween costumes. And Thad, you got the number 10 pick. So, sir, what is your number 10 Halloween costume?
My number. Oh, we're doing 1 through 10, right?
Yeah, well, we start from the back. We start from 10 to 1 now. We don't do 1 to 10. We switch it up to build suspense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually have it written down. So I did this at work because I was bored. Give me Ghostface.
Ghostface is always a solid choice.
It's such a simplistic costume. Like it's there's nothing about it, but I love the look. And I love this.
Is like perfect.
Yeah.
Like, and it's timeless. Like anybody Ghostface, and then with the from 1930 to now, like
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, Ghostface. Yeah, I mean, since Ghostface has been around, it has always been it's been the most simplistic, easy one. And I don't know if you've seen the Ghostface TikTok trend, but there's some weird people out there. Is all I can say.
Yeah, no, there's some motherfuckers out there.
Yeah. All right, there, hater. What's number 9?
Man, I'm trying to remember the right one. Vincent?
Jason, the Jason hockey mask.
Yeah, hockey mask.
Yeah, that's another one too. The good old hockey mask, Jason. No arguments. Solid. Going back to the showing our face. But I'm going to mix it up. I got number 8 right now, and I'm going to go a little bit more comedic and fun because these things, since they have been out over the last 5 years, have been fantastic, have been funny as hell. Definitely to just mess around with. And I'm going to go with the inflatable T-Rex. I mean, they're freaking great. You see the kids in them, and they're running around, and they just look all. There's a video of a kid right now that was walking up to somebody for Halloween, and then got scared because it was a long sidewalk up to the front door to get candy, and then some scary thing happened, and this kid's like, "Nope," and then turns around and runs, and it's just a T-Rex with the arms. Just hilarious. Died laughing. I'm watching 20 times in a row. And yeah, inflatable T-Rex has my heart.
That's great. That's great.
All right, back to you there, Thad.
This one is also going to be one that's a little out there. I almost was this year, and I changed it at the last second because I forgot how much of a badass Kenny Powers was. It's been going on since 2003, I believe. And I don't know why I love this costume so much, but next year I'm doing it, and I'm going to put my all into it. I love Jack Sparrow costumes.
Jack Sparrow. We gotta have them on the podcast.
Yeah, you would definitely have to. I'm
gonna do it. That off.
Yeah,
I'll be back. The makeup. I'm gonna do it all.
Yeah, a Jack Sparrow, a well done Jack Sparrow's costume is on point.
I love it.
Yeah, no, I love it. And then the accent too,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man!
All right, there, hater. What's number 6?
Think about a classic here. Darth Vader is classic.
Yeah, Darth Vader is a good classic. I like it.
Yeah, especially the electronic mask now. It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go with another classic, old school, going back to the 80s. So it's been around for quite some time, part of most of our childhood. And you gotta go with the Ghostbusters costume. Yeah, Ghostbusters. When somebody asks you if you're God, you say yes.
Dad.
I also one that's been around. Well, I guess since really the '60s, but the '80s really, I feel like up the ante. An OG, I think. You got to go Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, the Batman.
You got to go Batman. That Michael Keaton Batman outfit. You got to do it.
Yeah, no, that
He was really good in the Flash movie. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I watched the new Flash.
I did not see it.
It's on HBO Max, and it's better than I thought it was gonna be. It got a lot of hate because of all the stuff going on with the character of the Flash, but it's actually a decent movie, worth the watch. That's all. And Keaton does fantastic as the Batman,
as always.
All right, there, hater.
I was looking at this commercial, and I'm like, what is this? Anyway, man, this is, you know what? This is my last pick, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. Give me the Scream Mask.
That's Ghostface.
Oh, is it Ghostface?
Good God.
Oh, not bad. That's going to work first.
Ghostface being at 10 was a little bit low, but
it was a little low.
Not bad.
Hater not knowing Ghostface was
know the name.
Is probably a little bit better.
Well, put that up there. Well, Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles is a solid one. Yes, every kid.
Every one. It's Ninja Turtles.
See, all right. This is all I'm going to say. If I'm back next year from my deployment for work in time, Thad comes as Jack Sparrow, and I'll try to come on as this number 2 overall pick, and that's going to be Fat Thor from Endgame.
Oh, that's awesome. What?
Fat Thor. Oh, man.
Fat Thor. That is awesome.
Mean, the Drunken Lebowski, whatever you want to call him, but
yeah, that is awesome.
Fat Thor.
All right, there, Thad. Awesome. What's the number 1?
My number 1 is another one that I want to do. Very simple, but I think if you just walk down the street and see a person wearing this, you're going to turn around and you're going to walk the other way, and you're not going to ask any questions. You're just going to leave and never come back to that location. And my number 1 is Michael Myers.
Yeah. Good old Michael Myers. That is another good.
Yeah, I love
one. I think we'll be speaking of later.
Another one.
Yeah, so we have Ghostface, Jason, the inflatable T-Rex, Jack Sparrow, Darth Vader, Ghostbusters, Batman, Ninja Turtles, Fat Thor, and Michael Myers.
I love Fat Thor. I love that.
That's a good one.
All right, there, hater. We're gonna go and we're gonna move on to our Halloween candies. And hater, you got the number 10 pick.
Number 10.
So what's the number 10 candy?
Pull up my list.
I know this one. There's an obvious number 1 pick, gentlemen.
No, there's a really obvious number 1 pick. You know what? But number 10, I'm putting the weird one. But I don't know why I really like getting these, but I love those lifesaver gummies.
The lifesaver gummies?
Yeah, I really like getting those. Like, just like the little cool packet and like.
Oh yeah, I love anytime I get lifesaver gummies, I'm a happy guy. Any gummies, but lifesaver gummies, solid pick.
Lifesaver gummies.
This one was really hard. I'm going to say top 10 candies is actually pretty hard because there's some hard candies out there.
If I had,
all right.
I had too much chocolate, so I had to get some fruit in there.
Yes, exactly. All right, there, Thad. What's number 9?
You were right. This one was hard for me as well because not that I care about my well-being and what I look like, because I'm the most unhealthy human being on this entire earth.
Yeah, I'm
not a candy guy. There's no rhyme or reason about it. I just really don't eat candy. So I just picked ones that if I were to just get in that mood to eat candy, I wrote down what I would eat. And this is also going to be a weird one. I am picking Hershey bar, but cookies and cream style.
No. That's not a weird one.
That is way too low, sir. That was high on my list.
That was a good pick. Those are
Hershey's
amazing.
white chocolate, man. The Hershey's cookie and cream white chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had that saved. I thought I was gonna be a.
Might have had that pick, but that's not on my list.
Oh, God damn you, sir. All right, so I get sniped there. I'm gonna just take it because this is, I think, a solid spot for it. And it's always you always get these in the 2-packs on Halloween, and I'm going Starburst, but specifically when you get the all pink Starburst.
All pink, man. I like those all pink bags. Yeah. You get like a little snack bag of it.
Yeah, see,
like old fine.
had to make sure there wasn't too much chocolate on this list.
Yeah, no, we're not. Let them contain some of non-chocolate stuff.
Yeah.
But
all right, number 7.
I'm gonna have to know what the Baby Ruth.
Wow, Baby Ruth. Wasn't expecting the Baby Ruth. I love a Baby Ruth. Not on the list, but I respect the pick, sir. No arguments. Baby Ruth. What is it? There's a payday and a Baby Ruth. A payday is chocolate Baby Ruth, right? And then a Baby Ruth has no chocolate.
Payday is like peanut with caramel, and then a Baby Ruth is chocolate covered peanut with caramel and mint.
There it is. Yep. Yeah, Baby Ruth. You gotta love them. Good pick. I like it. Thad, what's your number 6? You muted? We can't hear you, sir. I don't know what's going on that.
There we go.
Go ahead. Nope.
Well, we lost that.
He's there. I don't know what.
I'm still thinking about that video.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Why I'm starving right now.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with that while you're.
Well, I'm gonna try and hit him out.
I got a full screen of that. I'm trying to.
That, then.
Yeah, he has no idea why he can't hear.
How about now?
I can't. I don't know what's going on. I can't see.
Hey, Dad, I'm trying to come back in again.
I'm messing with all my screen over here.
On top. There we go.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to click and do stuff, and I laptops. But Baby Ruth, good pick. Of course, we're frozen here. Now I'm trying to sit here and think because there's a couple I want, and we're not going there, and it's scaring me because we only have 6. We have 6 picks left, and there's some good candy.
Yeah. That one too. Don't worry. Number 1 is safe. Number 1 is safe.
No, it's gonna be number 1. It's gonna be number 2. Number 1 is gonna be number 2.
I'm not mad at you.
I'm stealing it at number 2, unless you steal it at number 4.
My number 2 is number 1. That in. Dad.
Right,
better now?
Yeah.
There it is.
I don't know what I didn't even touch anything.
Yeah. All right. What's your number 6 there, sir?
Okay, so like I was saying, this is going to be a weird one. I haven't seen this candy in a while. Maybe it's around, but I don't go out of my way looking for candy. I love runts.
Runts?
Runts.
Yeah, I think they still make them.
Yeah, they still make them. They still make them. I would have definitely gone another way over runts. But
those little mini bananas,
no mini bananas, bro. Those are amazing.
I love them. I don't
No,
know.
no,
I
no,
got two
you're
more
right. I
picks
love
left.
them.
I have two more picks left, and I'm gonna. You guys haven't taken a single one off my list besides Hershey white chocolate. So I'm scrambling here because I don't know what I want because you guys aren't taking. I thought some of these were surefire going to come off the board, but you guys are making me, So I'm gonna go here because I just have to have this one on my list because I always love this one. I'm gonna go Snickers.
Yeah,
Gotta
no,
have this.
no, and no. Look,
Oh yeah, of course. I always need a Snickers,
yeah.
but definitely not the fun size. Fuck those little baby ones because those little baby ones just
Like
piss me off.
Square,
Yeah,
that's like hitting like
those
little
Get
Admiral.
rid of those stupid things.
I knew like 10 of
Snickers.
them.
Yeah, give me a fun size is the perfect size. Like
No,
a
no,
big one,
yeah.
of course, is always good, but a fun size, you can just Mm-hmm.
No.
All right, there, hater.
Now. Okay.
What's number 4?
You didn't hit yet.
Okay, good. See, that was the one I was debating. So I'm glad you took it. Kit Kat's a solid choice. I'm glad you. All right, now I feel a little bit better.
Well, if I know that putting my number 1 at 2 here, so I'm gonna have to play my number
100%. Unless that screws me at number 3.
There's no way. I only have one thing of candy in my entire house, and it's sitting right here.
Oh,
let me go ahead and grab it.
He screws me here. I'm gonna fly down to Florida, and I'm gonna find out where Thad lives. And it
is the only candy I go out of my way to buy, and I buy it in very large portions. And that's wild berry Skittles.
Oh,
okay. Well, wild berry Skittles. Good pick. I thought somebody would have Skittles.
I have Skittles on my list here. That was my number 6. So good pick.
Good pick.
It's just
all right. So I'm gonna screw.
Oh yeah. I have all the Skittles.
Good pick.
Now I gotta eat some Skittles.
Yeah. So I'm gonna screw Chris here because this needs to be the number 1, but I'm not gonna let him have it at the number 1. There's an obvious number 1 Halloween candy, and there's a number 1 candy, and I should always make it this way, and I don't know why they don't. But Reese's shaped pumpkins. Any Reese's that is not, however they're shaped, Christmas trees, pumpkins, bats, those are the best candy. Stop making them in the little bowls and always make them in the shape of something because more peanut butter to chocolate is the way to go, Reese's.
Yeah, like the Reese's eggs.
Yes, Reese eggs. Yes.
Yeah, no, those are the best, and I hate you so much right now.
I knew. I knew.
Let's put in the number 1 pick.
It should be, but I can't let it.
Yeah, but no. Once again, I've been bamboozled. All right, so I'm gonna have to take my number 2, and I love me some Twix.
See, all right, Twix was my other one. So my tops went. All right, we were on the same page. Twix. I had my number 1 was pumpkins, Snickers, white chocolate, Twix, Kit Kat. So my top 5 went. I'm happy.
Not here list after all.
Yeah, we're good.
Let's put the list down again.
All righty. Speaking of lists, this is why we're here. This is the big one. We're going to do our top 20 Halloween movies. And I forget who has the number 1 pick. I think it is Thad, if I remember. And it is. So, Thad, what is your 20th Halloween movie?
Let me look at my list here because, of course, I wrote it from 1 and on.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably make it a little bit. I got some scaries, but I got the family ones in here too.
This is all interpretation. So they were movies a lot on Halloween. It don't happen in Halloween movies.
Okay, so I'm gonna go from the bottom up because I did it backwards. The last one that I have, like you said, I love horror movies. I love scary movies. I always have. But this isn't a scary movie because I'm picking scary movie.
That's a good one.
I'm
That's
picking
a good
scary
one.
movie.
I think scary movies too low, but
Mhm.
yeah, no, that's a good one.
That
Man.
is a solid one. I like scary movie. I don't have it. So I'm gonna just go with one of my favorite growing up. I don't know if any of you have it. It might be too low for some people, but this one
I
is
think you
near
have it.
and
I
dear to
have it.
my heart. Oh, I don't know if you do. I don't know if you know where I'm going because this gentleman is an American icon.
Oh,
This gentleman was beloved by millions, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Ernest Scared Stupid.
no, I don't have that one.
Wow, no.
I definitely don't have that.
Yeah.
I admit, Elizabeth Bitten movies when I would never have that.
You don't. I mean, Jim Varney in Ernest movies.
Oh, this goes to jail was the funny one.
Oh no, Ernest Scare Stupid is my all-time favorite one. Scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. Those freaking monsters in Ernest Scared Stupid, man. Scared me, but I loved it. Ernest Scared Stupid, Jim Varney for the love. I had to get it on the list.
All right, go ahead and give me Saw.
Oh, good one. I didn't even think it's Skull. So that one scared the crap out of me as a kid.
Yeah, no, that movie's scary. Or like,
Yeah.
it's like, and brutal too. Like,
Yeah. Whew. That first, yeah. All right, Hater. I don't know why you got back-to-back picks here. You switched it up on us on this last one.
yeah, we didn't have enough room on the other one. Insidious. Go ahead, give me Insidious.
Oh, I love Insidious.
Insidious.
God, I love Insidious so
Isn't
much.
it so good?
It's so fucking good.
All right, so I'm back. So you have not touched any of mine.
I don't. I don't you like not like scary movies?
I don't like scary movies. I don't.
Yeah,
The
so
wife
this
makes
is
me
like
watch it a little bit more often than I
Bad
ever.
Guy
have.
was doing it out in scary movies.
I am
Just
all
so you know,
about
I have
horror
a
movies.
collection of movies that is well over 1,000, 1,500, and I might have a handful of scary movies, like 3. Not a scary movie person. I like watching movies. I don't like being scared. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. So don't like.
it. I love
See,
it.
my collection is like nerdy shit, comedy, and horror movies, and then pretty much whatever Stallone has ever done in his life.
Yeah,
But besides that, the majority of my movies is just horror and comedy.
So I'm going to go outside again, a little bit crazy. This is a horror fantasy. I'm going old school again. One of my favorite movies growing up. And I'm going from the 1992 version with Christy Swanson as Buffy. And I'm taking Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Because the time when the vampire got stabbed and he's on the ground.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic. That's all I got. Fucking scary, but the perfect amount of comedy in it. The vampires were good. Christy Swanson was phenomenal.
Yes, he was.
So
Like that.
All right. Well, it's one of my favorite movies. I'm gonna pick it a little early just because the other ones that I have I think are more nostalgic to me. But I do love this movie. I actually almost got kicked out of the theater because I screamed the F word too loud during one of the scenes. I'm dead serious. I went with a church group.
With a church group. Oh boy.
I swear. I got The Conjuring. A little low for me, but
that's really low. That's so
you
low.
went and saw The Conjuring with the church group.
yes.
You know what? That makes sense,
well,
though.
it wasn't that we like left church and was like, let's go, watch demons. It just happened to be the collective group of people that wanted to go see The Conjuring also attended church with me twice a day. And when I yelled the F word, I thought I was just going to be stoned in public afterwards.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was terrible, and
I went to see Passion of Christ with the church group when I wasn't a church goer because I had a crush on a girl in the church. And when they were crying and I'm sitting there like, what am I missing? Oh, I'm a horrible person.
No heart. You have, couldn't help him.
Yeah, Jesus. Show me the light. All right, there,
little bees in the theater just going, Jesus Christ, what is everybody crying about?
Yeah.
It's safe to say me and that girl never dated.
Yeah,
Safe to say me and that girl never dated.
Yeah. No wonder weren't crying. Yeah, this guy has no compassion for a woman savior.
Nope. All right, Dad. What's your next pick?
Oh, I did not know I was back.
You got back to back.
I have one that it actually, for some reason, it shouldn't have, but it terrified me when I was younger. I actually watched it with my dad up in Tennessee. Fell in love with it. The cast is weirdly amazing. I didn't realize that till I was older. This one, I guarantee you guys don't have. Maybe you do, but I am gonna go Donnie Darko.
I thought about it, but I'm not a Donnie Darko. I've never liked Donnie Darko.
I for some reason I love that movie.
Yeah, that is a very much a star-studded cast.
And for no reason either. It's just it's a boring movie. You know, it doesn't really scare you. I love it.
It's very Clinton. It's very Clinton movie.
Yeah, I mean, like you got the Gyllenhaals, you got Barrymore, you got Seth Rogen, Patrick Swayze. I mean,
yeah, for no reason.
For no reason.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going stupid here. Going so stupid, people are going to laugh at me for this. But I love this man. There's only like one or two movies I hate this man has ever put out. How you have your Stallone guy, this is my guy. And this is a Netflix special. It's fucking phenomenal.
I know what you're going to say.
And I'm taking Hoovie
Halloween. I knew it.
It's great when you get Ben Stiller back as the freaking janitor.
I knew it. Yep. I knew it. That's on my list. That's on my list.
So glad I was the only one that has it on the list.
No,
I have it as my number one, but I couldn't put it up that high, so I took it here to be at least someone.
I had that on my list. I'm not even lying.
It's fucking great. I don't care. Chris is judging us right now. He hasn't said a damn thing.
No, I
never seen that movie before.
Oh my God, you have to watch it on Netflix this year, man. It's fantastic.
It's a great one.
Oh, fuck, love that movie. All right, there, Chris, you're up, back to back.
I'm gonna give you one of the most quickest movies, and that's The Orphan.
Oh, The Orphan.
I've seen that one time.
She is so
that is a good one.
creepy.
She very.
When she's hitting on the dad, and you're like, oh
yeah,
and then you realize that she's not a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
No, that's a good one.
Give me Final Destination.
Jeez, that I would have never caught. I guess you could. I wouldn't have considered.
By the way, when you're sitting behind a log truck and you don't think about that movie, I feel bad for you.
Talking about the most irrational fear of a generation.
Yeah,
Highway to Hell if you're behind that log truck and Highway to Hell comes on, you might as well just admit that you're about to meet Jesus.
Well, did you see it happen? Like the other day, it actually happened to somebody.
What? And that happens a lot out here. Like I live in Missouri. Like there's a lot of planes out here.
It doesn't happen where the logs goes into a fucking and causes a pile up.
No, it doesn't. But yeah, no.
Okay.
I think it.
All right. So you guys, where are we at? We're at number 10. Okay. I got a lot.
Most
We
movies
have-
did not deserve to be in the top 10 why I put them there. That's why I put them there.
I'm trying to think of where I don't want to shout one too low. I'm trying to find the perfect number 10 movie. I'm trying to also try to get a scary one on my list. I got Buffy, I got Ernest Scared Stupid, and I got Hoobie Halloween. So I am going to try to find me a scary one.
No.
This one I feel like it's a little perfect spot for it. I remember watching this when I was a kid and being scared crap. We've already talked about it today a little bit. And I'm going to take Scream. I'm taking the OG Scream right here.
Damn it, that was my next pick.
Well, that was literally, what was that? That was my number 10, so good.
Yeah, I just that's still I remember having an
Not
I
let it be
remember
at
going
11.
the first three. I haven't watched the new one with Jenna Ortega, but I hear it's one of the best ones.
It's good. It's good.
All right, Dad, you got back-to-back picks.
All right. I feel like this movie's not really. If you talk about scary Halloween movies, nobody really talks about this movie. But when I saw this movie for the first time, it absolutely terrified me. And there's just no explanation. I don't know why, but I watch it every time it's on. I watch it on Hulu. It's Sinister.
Oh, man, that movie is so scary.
Dude.
Like, the opening of that movie is scary. Just like the opening, that body's on the screen and
yes, and it literally makes you feel like you're watching these people die. Like it looks so real.
It gives you the creeps,
yeah, they're running people over with the lawnmowers and drowning.
It's one of the most, not in top 10, one of the worst, not worst, but the scariest scary movies I've ever seen.
Oh, it's gotta be. That movie, horrified me.
Absolutely. Horrifying movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, man, you don't need to watch that movie. Don't watch that movie. All right, what's the next one?
Let me grab my.
No, not watching that.
So I gotta take this thing off. There's hairs getting in my eye. So for the next one,
this is number 8.
Number 8.
And you have 2 more picks after this.
I know, that's why I didn't write enough down. Oh yes, I did. I feel like an OG. I love it. I love the character, and they ended up making too many movies. They should have stopped while they were ahead. But Nightmare on Elm Street with Robert Englund, I just absolutely love.
It's not.
I think they made
Nightmare on Elm Street. I had the other one.
I think they made too many of those. They should have stopped, but they just decided not to. They kind of ran it to the ground.
That's what they.
It's that one every movie though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you side tangent. Sorry, we make so many movies every year, and we remake the same movie. We remaster, re-edit, remake the same movies, but there's millions of books that are out there you can go grab and make a movie. Why are just walk into a bookstore and grab a book and make it into a movie. We don't have to keep remaking fucking Snow White and Little Mermaid and all the Jungle King, all these
the Jungle Book
frustrating. Nobody wants the original, and it's annoying. Is all I'm saying. There we go. Sorry.
It's now, did you hear they're speaking of movies that are repetitive? They're about to do a 4th Jumanji.
Don't shut your mouth. I do enjoy the Jumanjis.
No, I love the Jumanjis. I love the original. I love the first one.
I do. I know. There's some of them you're like, shit, yes, you're right. But I enjoy that one.
Yeah.
No,
okay, so I'm at number 7 here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take it. And I'm taking Halloween. The OG.
Oh,
damn it.
Motherfucker.
Well, you guys sit here and
That's the
don't take.
last pick.
Well, you got the next pick, so go ahead.
I mean, that could have been the first pick.
No, I got the first pick, bitch, and you're not
well,
taking it.
I'm taking the Hocus Pocus.
There you go. I was hoping somebody would take Hocus Pocus. I did debate on taking Hocus Pocus, so I'm glad somebody got it.
And then I'm going to take a Disney Channel classic. And I'm taking Halloween.
See, I know you're gonna make the wife happy there because she always tells. I've never seen Halloween Town.
What is wrong with this guy?
I don't know. I've never even heard. I didn't even know it was a thing. I
By the way,
literally never.
David will thank me later. I'm going to get David vote just for that.
Yeah, no idea. Never heard of it. Okay, so we have Michael Myers. We have Freddy Krueger. But we are missing one.
We're missing one.
We're missing one. And I'm just going to go ahead and take Friday the 13th.
Nope.
Got to get him in there. Got to have Jason. Jason, what can I say? We got them all. We had to make sure. I don't know where that has the next two picks.
I got to come up with one on the top of my head because all my moves have been taken. I only have one left.
Well, what's that one?
I'll do it now. I think when it comes to Halloween, you have to spend 32 minutes of your life to watch this movie. Now that I have kids, I'm going to watch it with them this year, and I hope they show their kids and their kids show their kids. You have to pick Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown.
No, man.
I think it's just one of those you have to.
I feel like Chris has taken that before.
No, I have. I put it last year.
That's what I thought. All right, what's your next pick? I have a list for you, sir.
I'm going to do, well, I guess I can just, I'm not really going to pick it on my most favorite. I'm going to pick the movie that absolutely horrified me the most. Absolutely terrified me seeing it in theaters.
There's one movie that
being like watching this movie and just being here by myself watching it, it terrifies me. I sleep with the lights on. I'm not even joking. I'm going to go with I'm going to go The Exorcist. Just the original.
Good movie.
Because I remember watching it when I was younger with my dad, and it felt like the movie just did things to me that I didn't like.
Yeah.
Anytime, like those are the ones that are scary as fuck. You got the ones that are unrealistic, but when you get something
exactly,
like, fuck, that could.
When they tap it on the screen, the TV screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like we got that. I'm taking it. I don't care. Screw you. Is it the number one? Probably not. But it should. It's high. It shouldn't be number one. But it's on the list. I'm taking it because who doesn't love? And I've already taken them. We've already talking about them. Who doesn't love the Ghostbusters? I'm taking the Ghostbusters.
I love it.
Another one that didn't get taken.
I had Beetle. So the ones I had left on my list, I had Sleepy Hollow, I had Silence of the Lambs, I had Hotel Transylvania, Beetlejuice, The Addams Family, Casper, The Lost Boys, Child's Play. We left out Chucky. Nightmare on Elm Street, The Nun, American Werewolf in London, Coco, and Goose.
Oh, sorry. Get Out is also a good one.
Oh yeah, I saw that on a lot of people's lists.
That is scary.
So I had Charlie Brown written down, and I thought I couldn't pick another like childish movie, but I had it written down yesterday And after seeing Charlie Brown on my list, I kind of ripped that list up and made another one today at work. But there's another one. I don't know if you guys saw it. I was a lot younger when it came out, but I loved every year that Cartoon Network would play Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
Oh,
I
that's a good
saw
one.
that.
That's a
I
good
did.
one.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Oh,
I
it's
saw
love that
so
one.
good.
I love that one.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
That's another one.
another one with in there is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, I'm not a big Nightmare on Elm. Like I'm not. I don't like any of those. But there is. Just speaking of that, you know that there is a conspiracy theory out there about that whole series, and it all starts with Frankie Weenie. Is that in Frankie Weenie, the kid is Jack.
What?
Think about it. It's that young kid, and he becomes Jack, and the kid always has a dog. Jack has a dog.
Oh yeah.
So you have Frankie Weenie that turns into Nightmare Before Christmas, and then you got it's an evolution. It's a story progress of that kid. And then it's actually the live version. It's not Frankie Weenie, but there's the live version before the dog dies. I can't remember, but that's the story. There's like 4 movies in that, and everybody's trying to say
I
that
didn't know that.
it's just a story.
I didn't know there was
Jack.
more than that there was more than one movie connected to that movie.
Yeah, that God dang it. I just watched it. I saw it somewhere the other day.
Was that like a TikTok?
It was. They were breaking down all of his movies.
See, and I couldn't had a good conscience pick Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Because that is just easy. I feel like just for my number one horror, I should have just done Claymation.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
I have tried.
Not like Claymation.
I have tried. I think I told you guys there was just a one time in Tennessee years and years ago. I was engaged to a girl who loved Nightmare Before Christmas, and every time she would turn it on, I would leave the room, let her watch it, and I would come back later. So I thought, I'll try to watch this. I'll sit down. I'll try to watch it. And I remember I got about 17 minutes in, and I was so scared. I had tears coming down my face and had to leave the room. And I told her at least I tried.
Scare you?
No, it's just like the animation.
It is.
And when Christmas, his dad is such a picture of Window.
Like I can't. My dad does the same thing. My dad sends me pictures of Rudolph and like Santa Claus is coming to town, and he thinks it's funny. I get scared. I cry in the bathtub. I cannot deal with like the animation and the slow motion and like the mouths that are like black in the back. It scares the crap out of me.
This might that might
You should have never told me that. I am gonna.
That's the weirdest.
I am not a good friend. I am gonna.
I've ever heard. By the way, what about you just missed if we've been talking about this for like 3 or something?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get on TikTok and or on Twitter that much or X and if I don't miss it, if I miss a conversation, I don't go back and read it. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you.
One short story my dad did one year. I was in college up in Tennessee, and I came home, and my dad thought it would be funny to turn on in the living room, my brother's room. My dad bought a mini TV to put in the kitchen, his room, and the laundry room. My dad turned on Rudolph on every single TV. And I came home on Christmas break thinking, I'm just going to see my family. I'm going to have a fun time. We had Pizza Hut waiting at the house. I walked in the living room, saw Rudolph was on, got scared. Went to my room, Rudolph was on. Went to the kitchen, Rudolph was on. So I ate my pizza while my family watched Rudolph in the garage. I sat in the garage. I was so scared. I swear to God. I swear to God.
That is something else. Shout out to Dad's dad in it.
Dad, if you're listening, you're a dick.
Now we'll stop doing.
There you go. Just this is what scares
It seems like that shit. Like, there's just no way. Like, that shouldn't be a thing.
I grew up on those. My mom loved them, so I love them. I grew up Santa Claus coming to town.
I love it.
No,
That's
so I
fantastic.
had the kids here. I had the kids here, and they wanted to watch Mickey Mouse Halloween the other day. So I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll turn it on." Kinsey sat next to me, and she was like, "Yay, monsters!" And I hit play, and it turned out to be claymation. And I turned the TV off, and Kinsey started crying. And I said, "I don't fucking care. Go to your room and cry, because Daddy's gonna cry right here." Because I didn't know it was claymation.
Yeah, who did that? Who did that? Like, why would he do that? Why would him do that to you?
Exactly. That's why she's not with me right now. I just dropped her off at a fire station. She's not with me tonight.
Nice. But speaking of all that, stories aside, somebody being scared of claymation, fantastic. We appreciate you joining us this week, Thad. Thank you so much. Always fantastic to see you in your Halloween costumes. That is it for this week of Mocking With You podcast. We hope you have a great week and hopefully a great football weekend because we all know some of us need it.
Yeah,
Yes, we do.
Need it more than others,
Definitely after last week. It was
Mocking You podcast. Yours truly, Lil B at Brunelli Sports and the Hater at Supercharged 33.
Not the man no more, but whatever.
Yeah, you screwed yourself. You need to change it back on the